Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday morning. It's later in the day. It is definitely not morning in the East Coast.
Today is Bolo Saturdays. What are we going to talk about today, Marina?
Is this recording? I just want to make sure.
Click record.
Good
Good morning.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Athlete and Thrifter and Irish Lux.
Happy Saturday. So do you remember where Irish Lux is from?
I don't think we
Yeah, where are you from? Where are you guys from? Good morning, running from genetics. Happy Saturday. Where are you from? What time is it where you are from? We're in California, east of LA, and it's still morning over here. It's 11:20 a.m. It's nice and overcast, so we had a nice walk this morning. Good morning, Nancy Deals. Nancy's Deals 18. This morning, so let us know where you're from, if you don't mind. Is there anyone from the West Coast?
Oh, he's from Connecticut.
Okay. Old Lyme, Connecticut. Nice. So it's definitely after lunch over there. Good morning, Onassis Sales eBay. Happy Saturday to you. Good morning, Tootsie Avila. Happy Saturday. How you doing? So Atlee and Thrifter is from
Georgia,
and it's 2:20 in the afternoon there. So very nice. How's your day going so far? On Saturdays, every Saturday, we do Bolo Saturday. So Bolo is be on the lookout. So, definitely I know like all of us, right? We are treasure hunters and we go to thrift stores. We go to garage and estate sales. And we know what makes money already, but why not freshen that up a bit and learn some new things, right? Share with each other, right? So in the comment section, please talk to us, talk to each other. Let's help each other grow because there's plenty for everyone, right? There's plenty to go around. So Tootsie Avila said she's from Ontario, California. Not that far. You are our neighbor, 100%. We're doing really well. Tootsie, we're working on shipping a television that we're going to ship off this morning, a little one. How are you? Did you source today? Thrifty Indulgence, good morning. How you doing? And running from genetics at Arkansas. It's 1:30 p.m. here, taking a break from Gaylord's for a snack. You are definitely hustling on those books. Is that what you're looking through, Diane? And Hidden Treasure Posture, happy Saturday. So if you guys have any questions or you want to, make a statement or a comment that you would like us to publish for everyone to see, you can click on the little question mark sticker below. Tootsie Avila said, no, I'm waiting for my new bed to be delivered. Nice. That sounds fun. And Running from Genetics has tons of books. Yes. Question for you, Diane. Are you the only person that is sorting through the Gaylord or do you have some help? Man, I love books, but we're kind of on pause with that for now at the moment. All right. So now the question is, have you guys sold any Bolo games? And if so,
what is it?
Yeah. What was your game that you sold? Have we sold any Bolo games?
We have sold board games, not like a toy.
Yeah, but were they Bolo? So Bolo means like it's popular. So it means like be on the lookout because there's a demand for it at the moment. So Diane said, I need help as it's just me at the moment. You're doing such a fantastic job though, that you are doing everything on your own. I think that is fantastic and super encouraging. So keep up the good hustle. Irish Lux is asking, wondering if some of the new item restrictions from eBay has impacted other resellers. Is this something you're aware of?
No.
Irish Lux, that's a really great question. I have noticed some posts on that. When did the new item restriction start? And
what are the restrictions?
And what are they? Because I remember we did do an eBay live and we did talk about how eBay has a lot of restrictions already. So we're wondering, what are some of those new ones that you're referring to? And so Tootsie Avila answered, I keep buying games from estate sales and my son keeps wanting them. Yeah, I mean, Michelle and I were just talking about how she wants to buy a Game Boy
an N64
console and she does not want, she wants to keep it. And I'm like, we have another Nintendo that you don't play. Irish Lake said, I believe it was Tuesday. Okay. Interesting. We're definitely going to have to look into that.
We haven't gotten any notification about any of our items. So I'd be interested to know what restricted items they are.
So Tootsie Avila said that they're starting to ban history items. Ooh, I wonder why.
Like vintage items?
I wonder why and what that means.
Well, more sales on Etsy.
All right, so let's get started here. So the very first item we have is an easy bake oven. So this was really, really popular in the 90s.
Oh, I see.
I wonder why they're starting to ban the Black History items. We had, actually, now that you guys are speaking about that, a bunch of my Black History books sold on eBay recently. Good morning, Just Alex. Good morning, 2434 Collectibles. Happy Saturday.
That's right. We sold, well, not the one today, right?
So let's get started
All right.
on this, and then we do have a question. We'll answer that one in a second. But I was wondering, because when I was a kid in the 90s and I used to watch the TV, right, I would see commercials for Easy Bake Oven, and I always wanted one of these, and I never got one. But I always wanted one. Did you guys ever get one? Did you guys ever come across an Easy Bake Oven? So this one here sold for $300. I guess now I'm an adult. I have the hard bake oven, right? So I can bake cakes in my regular oven now as an adult, which I guess isn't as fun, right? When you're a kid.
But that's something I didn't realize, is that you can actually bake.
Yeah, that's what it's
like a real thing.
Yeah, it's like a real oven, but you can bake this on your own as a child.
That's so cool.
But if you think about it, if you have like those little ovens, like a kitchen oven, right? That it's almost like a microwave, but an oven. You can bake cake in that too. So Irish Lex said, things, for example, Uncle Ben or Aunt Jemima, and anything with Confederate flags. Oh,
so it's
okay.
Black related items.
Well, it's not. It's like, no. It's okay. It's kind of like racist stuff or whatever, right? So they're trying to not have any racist, I don't know, symbols or whatever on there.
That makes sense.
That is very, very interesting. I think with, thanks for bringing that up. I think by doing that, eBay is, as a company, they're making a statement, which, have you guys noticed? Many companies are doing that right now. So that's interesting to know. Thanks for letting us know about that. And so then, let's see here. So Diane from Running From Genetics said no, because we baked all the time as a family in the actual oven. Aren't you so lucky? Baking is like one of my favorite things to do. Albie's Closet, happy Saturday. And Thrifty Maynaz, happy Saturday. All right, so let's go to the next item here. So if you guys ever see one, make sure you pick it up and sell it to me. No, just kidding.
The next item is an original Game Boy. It's still packed. It's still sealed and in the original box. It was sold for $4,995. I wish I kept my Game Boy. And
free shipping, of course. Shipping. So yeah, so if you take a look at it, this one that sold, the front of the box was blue, but it didn't show what the game looked like. So this is what it looks like. It's just like your regular gray Game Boy with a little Tetris game. Yeah, I totally used to have a Game Boy. Yeah, I don't know what I did with my Game Boy.
I had the same item too.
Okay, and so we just want you guys to know that we went through and made sure that these were legit sales and that there's a demand for the sales. Because, if you're looking at this, you'll be able to find that when you go out there. We didn't put like unicorn items, because what's the point in doing that if we're going to put an item that you can't go out and look for? So there's definitely still a lot of Game Boys out there. In the 90s, everyone and their mother and father and sister and brother had a Game Boy. So if you could find one brand new, you could sell it for $5,000. Good morning, my web promos. Diane said Confederate flags have been banned for a few years now, enforcing more now. Got it. Yeah, that's people, great. I think companies, and governments being a little bit more, with what's happening right now in in the world with the movement, Black Lives Matter movement, I think everyone's being more intentional, showing where they stand. It's kind of forced companies and people in government to show where they stand. I mean,
it takes that to change entire culture and system, so that's great.
100%. Yeah, this is definitely a historical time. We did want to show you another game Bolo related to Game Boy, because, if you're looking for a Game Boy, keep an eye out for games. If you find a brand new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Game Boy sealed, you'll sell that for $5,000. So if you happen to be lucky enough to find a Game Boy with the Tetris game and a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle both factory sealed, you'll get 10 grand
Oh my gosh.
on eBay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday.
Now the next item is Pez dispenser. Now this is a special one. This is not vintage, but Funko Pop is a very popular brand. A lot of people collect them. And this is a gold FREDDIE Funko Pez dispenser that was sold for over $2,000.
Yes, I do want to say though, this is a unicorn item. They only made 4,000, was it 400? 400 of these last year at an event at a store. They gave them away. So do not look for this one. If you see it, fantastic. But the ones that you can find a little bit more of, and this is a vintage one, is a Pez dispenser Mary Poppins. And for one of those, you can get over $700. So if you are, at a rummage sale, if you are looking at, an estate sale or retired items, look for one of these, because this one will sell. People will buy it. Collectors will buy it. So Tootsie Evelyn said, have you seen anything about Power Rangers? I found my son's all original Power Rangers and he gave them to his 2-year-old son. Do a quick search on eBay on that, because I do know there's a lot of Power Ranger fans that are still out there now.
And anything original, like first edition, would definitely be worth money. So this next item is a SpongeBob gold Pez dispenser. It was sold for over $600.
Okay, so really quick on what you said. Everything first edition isn't definitely worth money, but it potentially can be worth money.
Okay.
Right? So you do have to do the research. You do have to go. eBay is our go-to. And we just found out recently, we've been observing this over the past few months, that if you do a search on eBay on your phone and you do one on your desktop or your PC or your computer, the search results are different. Why is that? I don't know. eBay, can you let us know why that is? But it is. So you should check both. You should check on your phone for comps and you should check on your computer for comps. If you guys know why, let me know. Let us know. Okay, this guy here, which is probably vintage. This is actually a gold Pez dispenser for SpongeBob. It doesn't have to be gold. There are other SpongeBob Pez dispensers that sell for $600. So this is a Bolo. There are plenty of these ones out there. Definitely go around and look for one, because you can make a lot of money on this little guy here, SpongeBob Pez dispenser.
All right, the next one, Hot Wheels. So we all hear about Hot Wheels. We see them at garage sales all the time. But you kind of have to really know which Hot Wheel is worth money. So in this case, this is a Hot Wheels RLC Bel Air Gasser Candy Striper. It's a very specific kind, and it was sold for $1,800.
Yeah, that one, it may be a unicorn, I'm not sure, but I do know that this one here is not. You can definitely, 2434, you're a Hot Wheels seller and collector, right? Are you familiar at all with that last, this Hot Wheels that we just mentioned, that Michelle mentioned? Now, this one here is much more popular, and they have it in different colors. This is a, what? Oh,
Redline, did you say?
Well, that's the brand, no, that's not the, it's an Oldsmobile. I did tell you, but you forgot to put on there. Thank goodness I remembered the name of it. Oh, I don't see it. Is that supposed to mean Oldsmobile?
Yeah.
Okay. Michelle Ben Egg, happy Saturday. Good morning to you. Good afternoon. So these ones, there's plenty of them out there. And they have to be an Oldsmobile. I think these are from the 50s, I want to say. And then they come with stickers with the stars on them. Yes, it's worth talking about for a little bit, because you can make over $2,000 on just one car. It doesn't have to be new in box. If it's in good condition, even better. But we saw one, this one's in really good condition, the emerald green color. We saw one that wasn't. We saw one where the stickers were soiled, and it's still sold for a couple grand. So
Late 60s.
2434 Collectibles said green is referred to a red line. Can you tell us more? Okay, late 60s. Thank you for being here. Can you tell us more about what that means? Because the Hot Wheels that are selling for money are the red line, right? They're the red line. And what I thought that meant was that the package is red. Is that right? It says Hot Wheel. The package is like a red and yellow. And the original packaging of the item.
And 2434 Collectibles said green is referred to a red line.
Yeah, but there were different colors. There was like yellow, red, and they were all referred to as red line. In fact, there were different models out there, like Corvette was one, and I forgot the other one, that are also referred to as red line. So 2434 Collectibles said original cars came out with the red line on wheels.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
That makes sense. Okay, yes. If you look closer at the picture and you look at the wheels, there is one solid red line that goes around it.
I was wondering about that.
Thank
cool.
you.
Awesome.
Appreciate that.
All right, so this next one is Furby, but this is a special Furby. It's a rainbow Furby, tiger from the 1990s, and this was sold for $720. I have never seen this Furby before. I've had one that was a solid color, so definitely be on the lookout for this one.
2434 Collectibles is clarifying. So cars and colors different, but they all had a red line stripe on the wheels. So yes, and you can see it. So that's something we didn't know, and we do love looking at toy cars. So now we'll be looking for that red line on the wheels, guys. Thank you so much for clarifying on that. Now, this Furby that Michelle just discussed looks like rainbow colored, right? He's blue, green, yellow, orange. It is a unicorn. If you happen to find it, you can sell it for over $700 on eBay. However, just so you know, the Furbies still sell well. You can pick one up for $1 or $2 or $5 or $10, and you can flip it for about 50 to 80 bucks if it's in really good condition. Yeah. So it's still definitely a Bolo.
And if you guys like this video, please share some love by hitting the heart button. Thank you.
A couple of mentions on white walls. So Tootsie Avila said instead of the white walls, my web promo said kind of like the white wall on cars and bikes. I guess, is that referring to that white stripe as well? And do you guys know when, like what year were those white walls on there? Do you want to discuss this one?
Yeah, I've never seen these before, but I think definitely at estate sales, I will have to look for these Garbage Pail Kids trading cards. So this was from 1985. It's a set of, it's 48 packs, and it was sold for $24,600.
Yeah, the brand on this one is Topps. So Topps also, very popular. They made like the baseball cards and other sports cards. This one that sold for $24,600, it's a legit sale on eBay, was in a box, like a brand new box with a set inside. Now, these Garbage Pail Kids are, they have a good value and they sell really well on eBay. So definitely if you see these at estate sales, pick them up. Oh, cool. Tootsie Avila said that her mom said the white walls were between 1952 and 1955. Awesome. Is that for the toys too, or just for like real cars? Yeah, so be on the lookout for these. When we're at estate sales, we usually gloss over, these kinds of toys. We don't, but now that we've done the research, we'll make sure to keep our eyes open. But they still sell, they're still in demand and there's still enough out there for you guys to find. On a side note, if you guys see any other non-sport trading cards, if the brand is Topps, Topps, if it's like Disney or, some other brand that you're familiar with, pick it up. It may be worth some money.
Cool. Can we do this one?
I can do this one, no problem. Yeah. So this one is definitely Bolo. You can find these out there. They're out there. You could sell them for over $2,600 for one figurine. This is the original Star Wars Luke Skywalker. And so what you're looking for here is the brand that says Kenner, Kenner. It was actually sold in 1977. I do want you to note in our description it says 1978. This is where eBay's tricky, and this is where you got to play around with the titles. And I think we were talking about this the other day, 2434 Collectibles, where depending on what title, your item is worth more. So for some reason, with this specific item, an original Luke Skywalker figurine, if you look up 1977 in eBay, it sells for a little bit less than if it says 1978. It's probably a coincidence. Nonetheless, it's important to know. So Tootsie Emily said, OMG, I just passed up a Star Wars last weekend. Do not kick yourself. We are always doing that as well. But, you know, we're learning. I'm sure you'll find more.
So this one is a vintage Lego set, and it's a castle, and it's the model number is 6080, and it was sold for $1,675.
Yeah.
So Lego sets are worth money.
So this is like, what is it called? A king's castle.
Yeah, king's castle
system. Yeah.
Correct.
We did notice these castles are definitely valuable for Lego. But for some reason, this guy here, which is just a building, like it looks like an apartment kind of corner building with like retail groceries outlets on the bottom. This Lego system, I believe, was from 2008. It sells for $1,200 on eBay. And there's a lot of these out there. This is not a unicorn item. You could find them. If you find this for $200, pay up. You know, you might be able to make $800 profit on it.
Yeah. All right, the next one is a vintage 1985 strawberry shortcake orange blossom. And there are different kinds. This was sold for $1,650. So the different characters include banana twirl, mint tulip, plum pudding, apple, what was that?
Apple dumpling and
Apple
peach
dumpling.
Blush. There's more flavors out there. It's
Imagine
really
if you have a collection of all of them. Oh my God, that would be worth so much money.
Definitely, yes. So yes, those are definitely Bolo. When I was a child in the 80s, like a little baby, I loved strawberry shortcake. I had a doll. She was like my absolute favorite. I even had a strawberry shortcake hat.
Okay, and here we are, G.I. Joes. I don't know if you guys remember G.I. Joe. I watched this cartoon when I was young. So this set of soldiers, they're from 1960s, and this was sold for $777.77. Someone's superstitious.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to do a little more research on the soldiers because you do find a lot of them out there. Maybe we'll do something on that later. All right, so this is a Barbie from 1959. When you're looking for Barbies, and there's a lot out there, keep an eye on for the really old ones. Like they look old just from like their style, you know? Excuse me. So one thing to know is that their face is hand painted, right? So again, when we're talking about the titles on eBay, on this Barbie from the 1950s, if you search hand painted vintage Barbie, it's going to be worth a lot more than if you don't use the keywords hand painted. Why? Well, if you think about it and you're a collector and you're looking for one of these Barbies, one of the key things that differentiates this Barbie from other Barbies is that the face is hand painted. So naturally you're going to put Barbie vintage hand painted, right? So keep that in mind when you are selling your things. You can gain a couple more $1,000 in profit just for putting the words hand painted in your titles.
Yeah.
So definitely be on the lookout for these Barbies. There's a lot of them out there. This is a Bolo item. There is a demand and they are available for you to find.
And this was sold for $8,000. Cool.
All right. Well, that concludes our Bolo Saturday for today. If you guys have any ideas for topics for us to discuss during the week and on the weekends, please feel free to DM us and start that discussion. We are happy to take ideas from you guys. And so tomorrow is Sourcing Sunday. We will disclose what we sourced for the week. And we'll finish off with this meme here. We always end with the meme. There's a child who's really, really angry. And he's saying, these are not toys. They're collector's items. And isn't that so true for those of us paying all that money on the toys, right? They're not toys, they're collector's items. 2434 Collectibles says great content.
Thank you.
As always, thank you guys so much for joining. We appreciate you. We hope you have a wonderful Saturday doing what you love to do. We will see you tomorrow. My web promo says I will DM you ideas. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. This worked out well. Maybe we should. Sorry.